Rescued Mutt going from kennel to having his own kiddie pool is just loving life, unfortunately for a lot of dogs. Life gets in the way of happiness, and they have no choice but to spend at least a little bit of time in a shelter. A dog may be surrendered for a multitude of reasons, but that doesn't change the facts. They need to be adopted as soon as possible. That is always the goal. For one Mutt, in a video earlier this month, he had spent some time in a shelter, but he was recently rescued. He was given an entire pink kiddie pool to himself. And I truly believe Odie is the epitome of style. Odie is one half of Mr. and Mrs. Beans. A marriage that was formed pretty much as soon as he was rescued. They're inseparable. Odie and Lola are having the best time ever since he came home. Both of them are rescues, and while we don't know much about Lola's past, we know that Odie had a really tough time for the first few months of his life. He was seen as aggressive by his first owners, which the shelter said was treated with resource withholding and harsh physical discipline. Finding a home for a pup with resource aggression and a bite record was not easy. Since coming home, Odie has gone viral on TikTok for his love of his kiddie pool. And his mom recently exposed him for his favorite activity, shredding a head of cabbage into the kiddie pool. No one really knows why he's so fond of this weird pastime, but it's hilarious. And the ASMR is out of this world. Mutts are not inherently aggressive. If there's one thing that will send me into a tizzy, it's when someone uses mutt in a derogatory way. Many say that a mutt is just a dog that is bred from more than one breed. Doodles are mutts, Pomskis are mutts. That sweet little dachshund pug mix in your purse, a mutt. Some are simply intentional mutts, and many are bred in better conditions. When it comes to surrendered animals, though, many shelters have no choice but to label dogs that come in as mutts because they have no idea what they are. Either they were strays or their previous owners just didn't give that information over. They can take their best guess. For example, Odie looks like he could have some boxer in him, but we don't know for sure. Because there are so many types of mutts, it's unfair to label them all as aggressive, unless you're going to label them all aggressive, even the doodles. Typically, it's the block-headed Pit Staffordshire mixes that receive this label, which often leads to them sitting longer in shelters. The truth is that any dog, even a purebred dog, can be aggressive. It all depends on how they were bred, how they were raised, and how they've been treated since then. Odie, for example, only needed a little love to blossom.